YouTube's happening. It is Tuesday, December 16th. We're talking basketball first. They're going to be in its own video together. We're doing the NBA Cup first, and then we're going to pop on over here to college and then do the college plays over here. So, because we have one NBA game. How many college games we got? We got 36 bettable D1 v D1 games. So, we're going to go through all those games. I think we're going to cover every single game in the video. Might as well. Let's have some fun. It's Tuesday. Why not? So, we're going to break these games down. Let me show you how yesterday went. If you followed yesterday, you did good because it was a good day overall. Pittsburgh covered, but HA did not. That happens when you get behind. Whatever. NBA was a sweep. Cunningham balled out, overhit Shingun, and Memphis won outright by like 20. It was a beautiful day in the NBA. Great stuff. The one college play was a loss. Don't care. And then just because we're talking about it, NHL 6-1. 6-1 day on the NHL slate. So overall, just a beautiful day in sports. Tons of profit back into the bankroll. Absolute beautiful time. So if you want the plays typed out for every single sport, or you want access to the spreadsheet so you can do your own research, you got to go check out Better Bay. That's where it is. You get spreadsheets, you get the typed out list plays, or you can come join the chat with me and hundreds of other people that talk in there. So it's there. Cool. Check it out. So enough of that. We have our 36 games here, but we're going to start with NBA first. So let's go ahead and do that right now. Okay, let's jump to the Cup game first. Remember, this game is at Vegas, and it doesn't even count towards their season record at all. So you have the game here. This is all about winning the title, winning the Cup, and being done with the shenanigans until next year's when it's bring it up, try to bring it up again, because waste of time. So we're doing it. We're covering it. So we got Spurs next because the Spurs somehow beat the Thunder and advance. So, yay. So now you get Knicks 2.5, the 234.5. We come over here to our spreadsheet. We look at the numbers, and one team's playing way better than the other. One team's hot right now. 9-1 last 10, 1-5. I even said a couple days ago in the member chat, if even OKC made it, I was probably taking New York to beat them just because the way New York is playing is just madness right now. So, they keep on winning. They're playing great. Number one 3-point defense, number one 2-point defense, top 8. And yeah. So San Antonio's struggling from inside. Now, given they've only had Wemby for like a little over half a game back of these 5 games. So grain of salt, add Wemby back, add one of the top players in the league. Your good numbers are going to get better, supposedly. So yeah, I'm sure that inside defense will get better. So so we have that. Let's go ahead and pop on over to air. Let me go ahead and reload our this, make sure I have all the stuff I need. There we go. Let's go match details, matchup, and who's playing. Fox, Castle, Vassal, and okay, so we're bringing Wemby off the bench again because he's not on the injury list, so he's going to come off the bench, which, okay. I know he joked about it. He's like, can you win MVP and Sixth Man of the Year in the same year? I mean, you could technically, you could, but let's be real. And then you got the New York team here. So I expect Mr. Cornette not to play many minutes in this game because Wemby's going to play a bunch off the bench. So yeah, New York, any injuries to you? Just McBride out with the ankle sprain. That's it. And Landry Hamet. Okay, not too worried about you two. Let's pop over here to props. Outlier. Link in the pinned comment. Go get you a week for free. It is there. So we have everything we have here. Yeah, that makes sense. So we can see who's been doing what. Now in this one, I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm taking New York 2.5. I said this before. I'm going to do it again. NYK minus 2.5. Done. Taking that. If they play anything like the numbers say they should, which they've been doing for 2 weeks now, they should be fine. Should be fine. So outside of that, do I want to take a prop personally? Let's see if I can find a prop. I'm gonna show you the props. Maybe you want a prop. So I have all the green ones here. We'll start with those. We'll grab Wemby because he's on there. We'll grab, and his number is going to be lower because he's off the bench. So, we'll see. That's the Wemby I should grab. Should grab the PRA right there. We'll grab Brunson, points assist. That's a good one usually. Champagne, yeah. Oh, Champagne up here with his 12.5. Let's take a little peek at that. Why not? We got to look at like some cat for threes. I guess we can look at that. Sure. Saying to these 2 teams have the 1 and 2 ranked 3-point defense in the league. Why would I ever want to do this? Who else we want to look at? We already got Cat open. So let's grab Bridges. Yeah, let's grab Castle and Fox too, just so we can have some little extra options to look at. Be damned. Hell no. No Harrison Barnes. I'd be damned. Josh Hart. Can't forget Josh Hart either. So Uh, t- 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 uh, Still no, no. Well, how far down I gotta get to Castle? I'll probably pass it like 3 times. There's Castle, at least one of them, and then Fox is right below him. So yeah, okay, cool. So we have a bunch of pops we can stare at now. Wemby PRA, you see, he missed all those time, but his first game back, he still had 33 PRA in how many minutes? How many minutes did you play, good sir? 20.6 minutes. He still had 33 PRA, bro. 35.5 is his line. I kind of just want to take that now because I feel like he's going to have to do that if you want a chance to actually win the cup. So stay. Brunson has been balling out. You see, he just continues and continues to ball out. He's just on a little upward. He had a great game, fell off, and just keeps going up and up and up. So, does he do it again? We'll see. Could take that. I mean, you could take him, but if I want to take one prop from each team. That's what I kind of want to do. I want to take a Spur. It's going to be Wemby, and I kind of want to take a Nick. I don't know who though. So, but I know it's not going to be Julian. So sorry, Julian. Goodbye. Cap for threes. I'd be damned. Top 2 3-point defenses. I can't do it, but we will look at your PRA since we're here. So like you balled out here against Charlotte. You're head to head versus Spurs in March of last year. That tells me nothing really. That was March. That was baby Wemby. That what was Wemby even in the game then? He might have been out with the clot issue. So I I can't trust that. Sorry. No, Bridges, that is points assist. No, I want the PRA. I want the whole story. And you are very consistent. You just hover around this 22 line. I can't trust that. If I'm taking a Nick, so far it's going to be Brunson the ball out. Josh Hart, PRA has been very up or down. I don't want to mess with that either. So Brunson, I like Brunson's path better on the last 5. I like this upward trajectory and his balling out. Castle points. Let's see. Let's go PRA. The whole story. You balled out a couple games. You had what the hell is this? What is that? Can't trust that. And then Fox. We go PRA as well for you. Yeah, I'm going Wemby. So yeah, I've decided. It's crazy as it sounds. I'm going the top players for each team. Who knew? So for the Spurs, I'm gonna go Wemby. And we're going to go over the 35.5 PRA. We're going to trust that he gets a few extra minutes and he continues this kind of production because, I mean, it's Wemby, let's be real. So he's going to be, you can grab that for a minus 105. Good stuff. And then, Brunson, I'm going to grab here. And do I want to add rebounds to this one? I just want to go rock a point assist. Let's see. No, I think I want to go points assist just in case. I like the assist numbers. That line keeps going up and up and up. But hey, he can hit it. It's not many times he's hit it this year. He's only hit it 10 out of 23, but not bad. So, and it's the cup. He should be playing as hard as possible. So yeah, give me Brunson over. I could see Brunson dropping 40 tonight. Absolutely could. Absolutely could. Over 36.5 PA. Just PA. We don't want rebounds with him. So we'll grab that for what? What can I get it at? Damn, 135. Oh, let's see if we can find is it cheaper just to add the rebounds? Can I get a better line with the rebounds added? 130 for 3 rebounds. I said I could see him dropping 40. Now I can get it for 115. All right, you got me. You got me. We're going PRA. Shenanigans is what that is. So for 115. All right. So Wemby 35.5, Brunson 39.5, both of them, and the Knicks 2.5 to win. All right. So that's 3 plays at NBA. We're going to go ahead and bounce on over to the college game now. Okay, we're bouncing over to the college game now. Remember, we said we had like 30 something or whatever games it was, 36 ish. So we're going to roll through those games in groups of like 8. Take a little coffee sip. You know, that's how we do things around here. So we pull the spreadsheets up. We look at the wrong. Let's put on this one. Thank you. And we got to change it over to the right game. Bam. That's today's stuff. Let it load. Load up today. And bam, there it goes. Good sheet. Good job, sheets. So we're going to roll through each of these like a conversation like we always do. We're going to look at it and see what it goes. I mean, college has been on point in the past week. So, I mean, every sport's been pretty much doing well. NHL had a kind of a rough couple days, but then yesterday was a 6-1 day. So just right back up. So the numbers are doing their job this week, which is what you want to see, you know, and it makes sense. These are team sports, not just individual sports. So, like first game here, we see it's currently Howard and Drexel. When's this game start? When's this? 11 a.m. Why? Why are you playing at 11? That game is in an hour. What are you doing? It's Tuesday, December 16th at 11 a.m. Where's this game being played? It's in Philly. It's like you just randomly felt like playing a game at 11 a.m. Okay, whatever. I mean, you gotta lean Howard, right? It's Howard plus 6.5. Let's see. They can't shoot the ball very well versus that. That defense is amazing, but they can't. They can shoot two. I mean, I'll take Howard plus 6.5. Why not? I'll take Howard plus. You know what's going to be a little fun morning lunchtime sweat? Give me a little bit of action for the daytime. I'm down for it. Give me Howard plus 6.5. That's what the line is. So I'm down. Let's move to the next game, which is going to be Duke. Duke versus Lipscomb. Oh my God. This is going to be only 33.5. Okay, Lipscomb ain't bad. I mean, they won 5 in a row. They're 6-4. You can see they've been putting up points against their own competition. But when you step up to the level of Duke, who, I mean, top 3 team easily, no one's disagreeing with that probably because Duke has been amazing. I mean, but how can you be better than Michigan and Arizona so far? Them 2 teams look unbeatable too. So these 3 teams could all look unbeatable. It's disgusting how good they look. So, yeah. So yeah, that versus that's Duke all day. 33 is a big ass spread though. They're winning their games at home by 31, 30, 30, 28 there. Last 5, they're winning by 22. Lipscomb's playing so well. I don't know if I can trust 33.5. So I'm gonna leave it alone. We're gonna move on. So have fun if you take Duke. South Carolina State and SC upstate. Oh my God, disgusting. So much red. So much red. South Carolina State is going to have a rough season. I don't know if they're going to win a game. Like, I could understand if you did something good. The only thing you are not as terrible at is threes or even the 200s versus everything. You're the worst defensive rating in the country. Like, serious. Like, how are you so bad? I don't know. Anywho, but is South Carolina upside minus 9.5? Do you trust a team that can't shoot? I mean, they do have some redeeming qualities, but they're on the road. This could be, I mean, if you're going to win, this might be a win if you're going to do it. So, hell, this might be a rivalry game for all I know. I ain't touching it. No, they're both in South Carolina. No, moving on. UMass Lowell versus Sacred Heart. This is what we look for right here. This type of stuff. UMass Lowell 64 v 341. Beautiful mismatch right here. 58 versus this, and then you see points in the paint. They're top 10 in the nation, which means they really focus on points in the paint. And they're really good at it too, which is great against a team that is really bad at stopping it. They're in the bottom 10%, which is what we love to see. They're great at shooting threes, but they can shut that down. So yeah, UMass Lowell is what? Give me a good line, please. Give me a good one. I'm getting them at plus 2.5 at home. Oh, buddy, yes. UMass -L. I'm gonna get them for plus 2.5. Hell, nah, I want money line. Give me that plus money. What's that plus money line looking like? Plus 130. Give me that. I want that. Thank you. I think they win at home. So how you shooting like this on the road when you're going to shoot even worse? It's beyond me. Why are you favored? I don't know, but we move on. So we digress. Holy Cross versus Dartmouth. And we can see the main things that stand out is that versus that. That's Green v. That's leaning that. There's probably Holy Cross's game here is they'll have an advantage in the 2-point line. They do focus somewhat inside versus, so probably Holy Cross slightly. What's the spread? That's the main thing I want to know. What's the spread? 1.5 for Dartmouth. That makes sense. Like, this game's very close. If you had to pick something, I would pick Holy Cross. But do you have to pick it? No, you don't have to. Do I want to? I mean, the thing they're good at, they're top 10, top 8 in the country is shutting it down. They don't make threes. They focus inside, which is, yeah, give me Holy Cross money line. I'm down. I'm going HCML. Why not? And I can grab that for plus 104. Hey, good stuff. I love the money lines. So, all right, cool. Moving on. Michigan State, number 9-1. You can see they struggle shooting the 2 lately. I don't know why. They're hitting 47% of their shots. That ain't good. Not for a top 10 team. No, I don't care who you play. That's bad. So, but you are facing Toledo, who absolutely sucks. So this talent alone is going to shift this to like more of a Michigan State favor, which is why the Michigan State line's 24.5 right now. That makes total sense. They're top 11 when it comes to shooting threes. They're actually decent at stopping it, but they don't make any shots themselves, and they're going to have a tough time scoring. So Michigan State 24.5 might be the move, but if this was like 100 or even 200, I might consider Michigan State. They're split. They're about 50-50 when it comes to 2s and 3s. It looks like trying to get points. So, their defense is good. They're very slow too. I'm passing. I can't trust a team that can't make 50% of the shots at home. I just can't trust that. Can you? I can't. So Tennessee's up next versus Louisville. Now, one team's clearly playing better. But it's a ranked matchup, so everybody's like, ooh, it's going to be a close one. You think? You think it is? It's in Knoxville, so there is that part for Tennessee. Tennessee is favored by 2.5, but one team is playing way better, too. So I don't care who you play, unless you're playing with D2 teams, but Louisville's not doing that. Neither is Tennessee. They're playing, yeah, so that versus that, you're shooting 47% against your last 5 opponents on average, and you play some bad opponents in there. We know this because all the big schools play some smaller schools to start the season until they get into conferences. So, and they play the occasional top 10 or ranked matchup. There's like 1 or 2 of those in there too. So, I mean, what is this? What is this number? That's terrible for you versus that. Good luck scoring that versus that. Even if it goes down, it's still 56% on the road. That's still good for Louisville. Louisville looks like the better team on every aspect except maybe inside scoring, which they focus heavily inside because they're 108, but they're not good at shooting inside. So yeah, I'm taking Louisville 2.5 plus 2.5 on the road. Absolutely. Tell you what, I'll leave it since it's on the road. I'll leave it. So we're gonna go Elville plus 2.5. I thought about taking money line, but I could see it coming down to like a buzzer beater. I could. Like they can play better because they're at home. Because look at the difference between the two right there for them shooting. But still, this is last 5, and they've had some home games in there, which makes it even funnier. So, because home goes on the whole every home game for the season. Last 5 is last 5, no matter where you were. So, I care about what you did more lately than what you did, game 1. So, moving on from Tennessee, we have one more for our first coffee break. St. John's and DePaul, and they are about the same team. That leans that. Both lean defense slightly, defense slightly, defense heavily. But not enough for me to really care about an under. I don't like I couldn't even say who's favored in this one. Just looking at it, I have no probably St. John's by like 2. Let's see. How close was I? I am, if I can find it. Who stole it? Let's see. DePaul Wall. Oh, I'm sorry. That's a St. John's by 2, and I'm just oh yeah, I can't tell you when. 19.5 point favor for St. John's. That means I probably should take DePaul plus 19.5, right? That's what I'm gonna do then. Since I said it, I'm gonna do it. DePaul plus 19.5. That tells me that they have good defense, everything's decent. Yeah, this tells me to take DePaul. Yeah, 8-3. Yeah. Yeah, I need some coffee now, apparently. Okay, of that first group of 8, I pulled out 5 plays, believe it or not. This might be a heavy college hoops day. That's a promising start for a college hoops Tuesday, which I ain't mad at that. I like that. The only ones we skipped were like 2 of the big matchups where they had massive spreads. So we're moving on. We're moving on to Evansville and Belmont. Yes, Evansville, Belmont. Let's see. Evansville. Yep. Let me go and put it back over here for you so you can see it. There you go. Perfect. So what do we have? Belmont can shoot. You can tell Evansville can stop the 2 somewhat. They're really good at that though. 63-53. And you can see they focus heavily inside, but they're going to get some nice open threes because they pass the ball around. You can tell the assists are there. Ball movement is key. Belmont is the way to be. So let's go. Belmont by what? 8.5 on the road. I'm down. I am down. Give me Belmont. Belmont minus 8.5. Evansville is not playing good. Belmont 8.5 sounds like a winner to me. Let's move on. Let's keep it going. We got AT&T in Greensboro of the UNC. See, this is the ones we pass on because everything looks the same. We got a lot of oranges, a lot of yellows. We got a nice crisp fall afternoon. Think about pumpkins and pumpkin spice lattes and just crispy, crunchy leaves and cardigans or whatever the hell it is. I'm in Florida. We don't get fall. It's gonna be 72 today. And it's December. I don't know. What is that like? I don't know. Moving on. Oh, we go to Mississippi Valley State. Terrible. We know this. They're 1-9. They were one of the worst teams last year. I think they were the worst team last year. Them and Coppin were the bottom 2, I believe, if I remember right. But they're pretty bad. They're fast though. They're very fast, but yet also bad. I don't know how you're bad and fast at the same time. But Tarleton's fast and they're actually good. So Tarleton's gonna whoop your ass. I'm sorry. Just Tarleton by 15.5. Yeah, I think that's the way to go. Tarleton's winning their games by 20 right now, 21. You're losing by damn near 30. So yeah, give me Tarleton by 15. The lines today are nice. I mean, but they're on the road. What? I don't care. Some of these teams are just give me Tarleton minus 15.5 all day. I don't care what they play. They can play on the moon. Give me 15.5. I'm done. Moving on. Hell, Yeah, no, I don't see there being much of a crowd to worry about. Charleston's they're 7-4, they'll be 8. So, let's move to Kansas City and Oklahoma. And bang, the Roos are 2-9. They're not that good at things, and they're on the road. Oklahoma. Oklahoma's a 29.5 point favorite, but they're not doing well shooting to the point I can't back them. Again, I can't back a team that can't make twos. So they play great defense from two, which is good for them. But other than that, this is not a good looking team right now. The way they're playing, 7-3, 4-0 at home. They've only played 4 home games. That's crazy. So yeah, and they focus heavily on shooting threes. You can tell because they only get 26 points in the paint in the last five games. That is not what you want to see. So, they're focusing on that versus their actual strength. I'm not taking Kansas City plus 29.5, but I would lean that way if I had to pick. I can't trust Oklahoma here. I got to move on. So, Ryder in Delaware Silverware. Offense, not a thing. Riders 1-8, and just not that. They're the worst shooting team in the country at 38.8% in the last 5 games. How are you so bad? How? You're 38.2 on the road. You're 40.7 on the season. How are you so bad? It's not that hard to make a layup. Well, for you it is apparently. God, terrible. Versus team that's green. Good luck. Delaware by what? Give me a Delaware's. Give me a decent number. Don't give me anything crazy though. Not too crazy. Where the hell's it at? Can I? Delaware. There's only like 30 games. 10.5. That's it. Why? Why? They're winning. Well, they're losing their games by 5. They're losing theirs by only 16. So like somehow they're staying in the game. I guess their defense is keeping them in the games, but they're on the road now, so they've lost 6 in a row. It's probably about 7. Delaware's not a good team either. Let's be real. Let's keep it a buck. They can shoot threes, and they focus heavily on those threes, and Riders does. So taking Delaware 10.5 is actually, the more I look at it, the more I don't like it. Look at this. This is kind of trash. This is kind of disgusting. I can't do it. I just can't do it, guys. We're gonna move on. I mean, I've got other players I like way better than this. I mean, I want to fade this 365 so damn bad, but I can't do it. Can't do it. Can't play with them. Can't win with them. Miami of Ohio looks damn good. I've taken them several times this year, and they are 10-0. They're just cruising along. Wright State cannot play defense worth a lick inside the arc. Miami of Ohio could make their shots inside the arc, and they like doing it too. 42 points inside the paint on average in the last 5. They're top 5 in the country at 65%. Oh my God. They are taking beautiful shots and making them. They're fast. This is Miami of Ohio. You, my little money maker this year, aren't you? Yes, you are. Miami of Ohio. Let's see. 1.5 on the road. 1.5. Yeah, thanks. I'll take that every time. I'll take that. Miami, Ohio, minus 1.5. I don't know why they keep doing that, thinking, well, Wright State might win the game. I mean, yeah, if they shoot, I mean, now look at the difference here. They've only played 4 home games, but they shoot 67% from home. Now, but that defense is good too. But I mean, Ohio's so good at everything. I can see why it's a low spread, but 1.5? Nah, I ain't buying that. I ain't buying that for a bit. So Bowling Green's up next. Let's see. Bowling Green versus Chicago State. That's a lot of BG orange on the screen. That's a lot of it there. So, oh, guess we gotta. Oof. Oh, BG. BG. This BG easy. Easy BG. BG, where you at? Show yourself, BG. There you are. 22.5. Okay. I knew it was easy, but damn. Is it that easy? They're winning their games by 25. Okay. You see that? Good. They're losing their games by 9, but on the road they lose by 23. So they're, if we go based on the home last 5 and away on the scores, they're fit right within the what we look for. This versus this has got to be worth a few points here. That versus that's worth a few points. You can assign points to all this stuff, and you say, okay, this is probably worth like 4 or 5 points just from being able to shoot. And they can't stop them. Bottom 5, yeah, that ain't good. You can assign points to this. You can assign points to this. You can assign points to all these categories, these matchups. We do everything via matchups. So, but is it going to equal enough to get to 22 points? Is the question. I think it does. Because they do everything good, and Chicago State does nothing good. Like they're fast at being bad. You're really good at getting to being bad faster than a lot of teams on the fast break. And that's all you do. You're playing street ball, basically, is what it tells me. You're taking terrible shots. You're not running any offense. You don't pass the ball much. You got some damn ball hogs on that team that don't want to pass. So you got a lot of ISO play with dudes that can't ISO. What the hell are you doing, Chicago? I'm taking Bowling Green 22.5. That's what this is going to be. BG minus 22.5. I can see it right now. You get that 1 point guard that's all he wants to do is shine, and all he is just bad. You know it. You've seen the guy at the park. It happens all the time. It's like that one dude thinks he's an all-star. No, he's everything but. So moving on. One more for a break. Dayton, Florida State. How do you not pass the ball? I don't get it. But look, they passed the ball some. Good job, guys. I mean, Florida State is not good. My God, you're not good. Some of the stuff. Oh, I broke it. Come back. Like, oh, that's rough, Florida State. Who have you just been playing like NBA teams? Like, what are you doing? Like, you're a big school. You're supposed to be somewhat good. You're supposed to win the games against the small schools, but you're 5-5. Who have you played to be like this? Who hurt you? Who hurt you, Florida State? Let's find out. Last 5 games have been in order. Started off with Bakersfield, you won by 30. Then you played Texas A&M and lost by 40. Then you lost to Georgia by 30. Then you lost to Houston by 25. Then you beat UMass. Oh, I'm sorry. You didn't beat UMass. You lost to UMass by 8 at home. You lost to Georgia and A&M at home too. Oh, those sting. Now you're playing Dayton on the road. Oh, that's not good. That's not good. Dayton. What's the line? Dayton by 6.5. That makes that adds up. That adds up. That adds up a lot. Yeah, we're going Dayton. Dayton minus 5.5. 6.5. 6.5. Yeah, 6.5. Yeah, Dayton. I got to. They're at home too. They're playing decent. They're actually being average and everything while Florida State's struggling. Now, given they have played a gauntlet of teams, UMass being the gauntlet. You gave up 103 to UMass? Come on, guys. Come on. Come on. All right, coffee. All right, in that group of 8, I pulled yet another 5 plays out. So we are sitting at 10 plays so far out of 16. Man, this has been a good day so far. Yeah, let's see how the numbers were. If they do their job, they ain't on me. I'm not the one playing the big games. If they do their job, we should be good. I got pluses in there, got underdogs, we got minuses, good stuff. Next group of 8, then we got 2 groups of 6. So we got, what, 20 games left? Yes, we do. So moving on to Rhode Island and Canisius. So, let's see. Canisius is not good at shooting the ball, clearly. Rhode Island is. Rhode Island's doing decent, so they got clear there. That leans Canisius defense. That leans Rhode Island, so that's double defense there. That leans. Yeah, okay, so we have some Rhode Island leans. I would take Rhode Island anything single digits, maybe at home. Maybe. We got to see what the number is, though. See if it makes sense. It's 22.5. So, but I'm not going to take Canisius on the road. It's 22.5. I can't do that. So we're going to pass. Thanks. Can't do it. And you lost 2 in a row already. So not loving that. We got a rivalry game. Love this. South Carolina and Clemson. Okay, great. Great. 29 v 338. That's clearly leaning South Carolina, South Kakalaki, and that's a push. Double defense here from the 3-point line. Good luck making threes. Is this enough for me to take South Carolina? It is in Clemson. It's going to be hostile. Anytime it's a rivalry game, I don't care who's playing who. Rivalry games are hostile on the road. So, in any sport. So, especially since football season just ended, so you still have all the freshness of this game that happened literally like 2 weeks ago of the football game. Yeah. Where's it at? It is Clemson by 12.5. Really? I want to take South Carolina plus 12.5 because of this. I like this versus this matchup. I was thinking it'd be closer like a pick 'em almost, but no. You're giving me 12.5 points with a team that's making 61% of their shots versus a team that's giving up that many? I'll risk it for South Carolina on the road. I know it's rivalry. I know it's going to be hostile, but I don't know if they get blown out. We'll see. I'll take Scar plus 12.5. We'll trust that. We'll trust the numbers. You better do me right. You better not do me wrong. So other than that, yeah, I'll trust it. So from Clemson, we're going to FIU Miami, another rivalry. We got 2 double defense here, and that versus that, which they do focus heavily on. They focus more on 3s and 2s. So you can see they don't care about 2s, they care about 3s. Live by the 3, die by the 3. Miami is doing decent. They're 9-2. Miami, what is your line? I have to find you first. Miami, not that one, the other one. 23.5. That's a little high. It's a little much. It's a little rich for my blood. I don't know if I could trust that. So because they are terrible at threes, and they make threes. That means they might take a lot of threes too. So I'm not feeling it. Just not feeling it. So we're gonna leave that one there. So let's go on to Lamar. Yes, Lamar. It's facing. There you go. Let's go see how many games we got left over here. UT Rio Grande Vipers. So offense is very optional here. No shirt, no shoes, no offense. That's all you need. So defense, 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 under. And I haven't had a total yet, I just realized. I've had nothing but spreads in money lines, no totals. We have nothing that's been like looking good. Like this looks good for an under. You see this, you're like, oh, we gotta look at the under. What do we got? What are we cooking over here? 136. Can we cook with that? Let's see. We're coming out to 131 and 134. We're at 136. Yeah, we're taking the under. Absolutely. We got a very slow team, an average team, but teams are just defenses are good. Offenses just suck. That's as simple. They suck. So under 136.5. I am down. I am down for that. So moving on from Lamar, we're going Georgia Tech, which is right there, versus Modest. Georgia Tech is what? Where are they at? Wherefore art thou, Georgia Tech, on my list? I wish they were in order. 6.5. Does that make sense? I'm looking at it. I'm like, no, because Georgia Tech is not playing well. Like, there's nothing redeeming about Georgia Tech. There's nothing good. Okay, they're good at scoring inside, but they suck at actually making the percent, which means they take a lot of shots they miss, which means they probably get a lot of offensive rebounds off it. Yeah, I'm not loving that. We're gonna leave that there. No thanks. Mississippi State cowbell, baby. Oh, what is this? What is this offensive rating you have here? You're the second slowest team in the country. You like to go very slowly. All right, that's cool. You don't turn the ball over. You do. You get lots of blocks and steals, but you have an inside presence, or you have guards with very shifty, sticky hands that like to steal the ball. I'm assuming it's probably a mix of both. You have that many. So, I mean, that versus that, that versus that. There's nothing standing out here. That versus that kind of maybe, but I can't say. I don't even know what Mississippi State is. Like what the spread is. What is it? It's probably something high, just because the name recognition is going to be higher, isn't it? I just know it is. Wait a minute. Let's look. Mississippi. That's Valley. Don't want that one. That's Missouri. 15.5. Even with that, I can't trust it. Like 15.5. What are we doing? What are we doing? No, I'm good. Morehead State. Yes, Morehead versus Little Rock. And oh my God. Becky, look at this ass. That's all this is ass. Moving on. Wannabe Michigan. That's all you are. It's the same colors and everything, just a different shaped M. Don't care. Oh, North Kakalaki versus ETSU. That's better. That's better. Cancels. That kind of cancels. That's too close. There's nothing here. We need some reds and greens, not all yellows, light greens, and oranges. That does nothing for us. So can't work with that. I guess you could take ETSU and something like this, but I mean, there's so much talent in North Carolina. They could win by 40 just because it's North Carolina. So not trying to do that. Texas Tech. We'll get coffee break and I'll be right back. All right, we back, baby. We got Texas Tech hosted North Colorado, Golden Colorado. Of that last group of 8, I only pulled 2 out that time. So that group is a little weaker compared to the things. There were some that could have took. Some were just way off, like just terrible. So I'm sitting at 12 plays so far. Not bad on a day. I like it. We still have another 12 to look at and see if we find any more. I'm sure we'll find a couple more at least. Let's move with Texas Tech. UNC. We're playing, see what UNC's up to, the other UNC. That versus that. I'm not going against Texas Tech. You lost your damn mind. You know how much money Texas Tech has spent? They got talent galore, but they are just not gelling right. You can tell the shots aren't falling. Northern Colorado's doing decent. Like they're shooting 2s and 3s really good, but I'm not about to take them on the road at Lubbock. You lost your mind? You lost your mind. You lost your mind. I help you find it. 24.5. Yeah, they could win this game easily. This might be like North Colorado's 9-1, and they're shooting great. I almost want to take plus 24.5 now. I think I'm going to. I decided I'm doing it. Northern Colorado plus 24.5. Texas Tech ain't shooting well. You see that. We got great matchup for a 2v2 defense. We got that. Points in the paint. They shoot inside. That's great. They both don't focus on fast break. They're kind of quick though. They don't get blocks of steals, which tells me they're all about guard play. So they don't turn the ball over. So yeah, give me 24.5. I can see them keeping it close. They're 9-1 for a reason. So why not? What's the worst that could happen? You lose? Oh no. Like I have never lost a bet. Yes. Texas versus Lemoyne. Yeah, it's gonna be a 3-point shootout. Looks like right there is what I see. 3-point. I'm thinking over right now. Over rating versus defense. Yeah, Texas, Lemoyne. Texas is gonna win this game by 40 probably, but I mean they're gonna get some points up. Texas might score like 95. Lemoyne, if I can get the right number, 153. Yeah, I could see them getting like 60 because 90 and 60 right there is 150, and so they win by 30. The line's 30 and a half, so yeah, 95, 60. That's a 35-point win. They hit the spread and the over. So that's the winner. That's the final score. If that happens, yeah, that's right. I'm going over 153.5 because I think Texas is going to run. They're going to score. I think Lamar is going to be able to shoot some threes because they're going to stay in the game with their threes because Texas 3-point defense is not good. That's hand down, man down. That ain't good. That ain't good. So yeah, give me the over 153.5 and let's move it on to Missouri State. I'm 2 for 2 so far. That's a lot of plays. Mizzou State, which is Rachel, and we're gonna stay in 2 plays because this is garbage. The only thing that looks good is Oral Roberts hitting some threes on Missouri State, and I can't bet just on that because you can see, well, hell, they do take a lot of threes. They don't want to score inside; they want to hit threes. But on the road, I can't take a team on the road to shoot threes because you drop 5%. You go from 38 to 31. I can't trust that. So we move on. Stay. Don't want you. Northwestern versus Valpo. Cancels, cancels, cancels. Defense, cancels, cancels. That's not enough for me to really play this. I don't care either way. Stay, move on. UConn and Butler, no bad little matchup right there, I would say. UConn, it is in Hartford, actually, not New York City for once. Good stuff. Let's see. That's defense. That's a cancel. That's a defense. That's a UConn. This is UConn. Give me a short 15. Is that a short spread for UConn? I mean, Butler is doing well, but I mean, at home they win by 18. 15 and a half feels right. It feels so close to like it's the right number to be. It's almost like I gotta leave it alone. Like, Butler's good enough to stay in the game. We know this because Butler's winning their games by 8. They have no real advantage, but still, they have defensive advantages. I mean, but nothing like offensively they can keep in the game. Like their 2 offensive advantages are both. UConn's better at defense, but I don't know if I trust UConn because they're getting the only thing they have is threes, and they focus more inside. So 15 is like that line where it's like I don't know what to do. So I think UConn wins easily, but 15, we're gonna leave it there. Leave it. Arizona versus Abilene Christian. That's Arizona. It's Arizona all day. It's Arizona by how much though is the question. 33 and a half. Does that make sense? Well, they just beat Alabama by like 25. So it was like, if you can beat Alabama 25, you can beat Abilene by 35. So they can't hit twos. It's in Tucson. Number 1 points in the paint. Yeah, with that versus that, they should do well, but 33 is a lot of points. That's a lot of points to go for. A team that can't score well. Their defense is They're losing their games. They're winning their games by 5. They're 7-3. They're not a bad team, but I don't think they get blown up by 33. I'm gonna pass. I'm gonna leave it there. So let me go on to the last 6 games. All right, 6 more games and we're done. We pulled 2 out of that one. There was more we could have played. There's been several we could have played today. We just kind of left on the board. It's because I didn't feel comfortable with it. Like you might play it. You might be one of those crazies that bet every game. Do you, boo boo? I'm doing this. We got 6 games left. I'm at 14 plays. I'm okay with that. That if I go 6 to 6, I hear I'm at 20. I'm okay with that. So if the numbers look good, I don't care how many there are. So first game is going to be BYU and Pacific, and Pacific's playing good. Look at the numbers. Defense, okay. Pacific 8-3. I see you, Ola Candy. Okay, okay. That's the only player I can ever name for Pacific ever. I don't even know where they are. All I know is they have Ola Candy, and he was a draft pick. So that's all I know. 24 and a half is BYU. Is that worth it? Let me work it. Thing now. Okay. Um. mm, This is a close matchup. I don't know if I like 24 and a half. I almost want to take Pacific plus 24 and a half here. I think I might because this is very close. Like this is very close. The only thing that's bad is this, but they're not that good stopping either. So everything's kind of matching up evenly. And when you have a lot of evens like this where everybody's good at stuff, if they can control pace and slow it down, this might be a closer game people think. So I'll take Pacific plus 24 and a half. So come on, old candy, so you can do it. Plus 24.5. Great, 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 great. Let's move on. From BYU, we're going to Arkansas versus Queens. We just saw Queens like 2 days ago. Or was it yesterday? Is Queens playing it back to back? No, Queens didn't play yesterday, did they? No, Queens played on Sunday. That's what it was. Yeah, Queens play Sunday. I know it is because I took them. How'd they do? Queens. Yeah, they played Wake Forest. That's right. They played at Wake Forest, and I said, "Oh, you know what? They'll do the back door." And then Wake Forest had a guard that back door. They said, "No, not today." They lost by yeah, 38. 38 was a loss. Um, they can score though. You can see they get the shots up. Their defense is so bad. They gave up 111 to Wake Forest. Arkansas might team total might be a play here. Is being for real. That defense is you can see is not that good. So Arkansas is 25 and a half. They're averaging 90 points. They're very fast, like the score. What's their team total? I'm curious now. Let me see. Team props, points. Scroll, scroll, scroll. What's our line looking like? 100. 98.5 is the minus 110. You lost your damn mind. You lost your damn mind. If anything, we're going to go over in this one. I hope the Queens can put some points up, which they did. They still put up 73 points on. That's a total of 184 in the game. So yeah, what's the total in this game overall? We come back down and find it. The overall total is sitting at 173. I'm kind of tempted. I know this is 176 looking at these two. Because math. And that's coming to 120. I shouldn't do it. That's too high. 176 is a little too high. 173. Pass. Let's pass. I gotta pass. Kansas versus Towson. Ooh, Kansas, what are you doing? I know this line's gonna be high. 16 and a half. I get it, but I see why, but 16. I feel trappy to anybody else? It feels trappy to me. So we're gonna pass on that too. I'm not something's up with that one. I'm not touching that. I'm not touching that. No, no. Cal Poly versus Montana State. I'm not loving anything here. That's a slightly too much. There's no real green v red matchup, so no. Cal Baptist versus Southern. You can see all that. You got a little, that versus that versus that. Again, nothing really standing out. And lastly is going to be Loyola Marymount versus San Diego. And they can't score. They can do this. Yeah, maybe some threes, but is that enough for me to really take it? No, I think we're good. I think we can end it right there. So that gave me one extra play, which gives me a grand total of 15 plays. I am okay with that. So 15 plays on the slate for that. We have 3 plays in the NBA slate. Great stuff. Let's go to our schedules. Let's take a look at how tomorrow works. Let me pop over to Wednesday in college, and let's see what we got. Noon games? What are we doing? Oh, good. I'm not covering any of these because they're all garbage teams. So the first one we'll actually have will be 5 p.m. Yay. Let's see. We got Florida playing. We got Vandy, Memphis. That's nice. Well, Memphis ain't nice this year. Nice, but Memphis is not good. So oh, they had a tough schedule. They've lost those games. I don't care. They're not that good. Let's see. Scroll. We got Bama playing South Florida. Okay. Gonzaga playing Campbell. That's going to be a blowout. And that's about all we have. Some other big names, but yeah. All right. And then NBA, let's go to their schedule. Wednesday, we have 2 games. So I will probably combine these 2 college and pro again tomorrow. In NHL? Is NHL going on? What's their Wednesday look like? Kind of curious. 5 games? I might combine NHL too. I'm not doing it today. NHL today is it's a bigger slate, so they get their own video. So, but that's it. We are done with this one. I appreciate being here. Drop a like, subscribe. Go check out the NHL video. I'm going to do it now. It'll get uploaded. So, other than that, check out Better Bag. Go get you the spreadsheets. Come get the typed out list of plays, or just come join the chat and chat it up with us. So, enough of that. Appreciate being here. I'll see you tomorrow, Wednesday, for some more hoops. Peace.